Hello, everybody. We're here starting the part 3 of the Mass Effect marathon, or Mass Effect 1 marathon, and we're going to do part 3 today. This includes Novaria. We're going to get into it as quickly as possible. I'm trying something new as far as the audition and premiere stuff is concerned this time. So it should result in a better quality overall on the stream, and also for YouTube as well. It should look a little bit better than it normally does. So we're going to try some stuff out and see how well it goes, and if it does, we'll just keep it like this going forward. But for now, we're going to go into Novaria, and we're going to start our epic journey and continue the Novaria stuff. Now, since I couldn't sleep, I decided that I might as well come back, and we're just going to do Novaria now. I will be watching chat as always, so if you happen to join us live, I'll be in there and be able to take any questions or comments if you guys have any.
We're not here to cause problems.
This is an unscheduled arrival. I need your credentials.
You first.
We're the law here. Show some respect.
I'm Captain Maiko Matsuo, Ilanis Risk Control Services.
I'm a Spectre. My name is Shepard.
Load of horse crap, ma'am.
We will need to confirm that. Also, I must advise you that firearms are not permitted on Novaria. Sergeant Sterling, secure their weapons.
It would not be wise to search for the Geth unarmed.
Stand down. Their house, their rules.
I'll be behind you. That armor's in good condition?
Captain Matsuo, stand down. We confirmed their identity. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed, Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational. Parasini-san will meet you upstairs.
Behave yourself.
So it's a nice greeting to start off this Mass Effect marathon. Quick sort of note on Novaria. I never really enjoyed it. I've always thought it was my least favorite portion of Mass Effect 1, I should say. I just never really cared much for the environment, the frame rate, the people, pretty much all in between.
I'm Gianna Parasini, assistant to Administrator Analeas.
Vermeer and everything after it is good, though, for sure.
I appreciate your help.
You're welcome. You understand our security chief was only doing her job. One of my duties is orientation of new arrivals. Do you have any questions?
Has anyone unusual passed through here recently?
Unusual? And a sorry matriarch passed through a few days ago. Lady Benezia.
Benezia. She is here?
Can I speak with her?
Benezia left for the Peak 15 research complex days ago. To the best of my knowledge, she's still there.
Could you tell me how to get there?
You'll need to ask Administrator Analeas for clearance to leave this port.
Where can I find the Administrator?
His office is on the main level, left at the top of the elevator.
Understood. Can we go in now?
Of course. If you need any help, you can ask me at the Administrator's office.
She is here. I can't believe it. I imagine you want to talk to me, Shepard. About my mother.
No, I don't. I trust you, Liara. You may not be military, but you're part of my crew.
Thank you, Shepard. That means a great deal to me.
Okay, so off to see the Grand Wizard of Liara's mom.
Welcome to Port Hanshan, the galaxy's most respected site for independent scientific research and development. For your own safety and to protect the privacy of others, you are required to obey any directions given by our security personnel. If you have questions or concerns, our friendly administrative staff is always available.
Novaria, as much as I didn't enjoy Novaria, it had some nice music to it. It also had some nice, corporate intrigue. That was kind of a nice sort of plot point for it. But unfortunately, I just didn't really care for everything else in it. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty neat.
How can I help you?
Shouldn't have talked to her.
Very well.
Okay, I guess I do have to talk to her to let me inside.
How can I help you?
I'd like to speak to Analeas.
One moment, please. Mr. Analeas?
Yes, what?
Commander Shepard is asking to see you, sir.
Right, fine, come in. You will excuse me if I don't stand up. I have no time to entertain refugees from that urban blight called Earth.
I see you looked up my service record.
Only a fool enters negotiation without knowledge of the other party's tendencies. This greeting is a courtesy. I will only cooperate as required by the Executive Board. Businesses come here to avoid the second guessing of galactic law.
Are you telling me you have no safety protocols?
Don't be ridiculous. Do you think a for-profit company would take no precautions against loss of life and material? Project leads have the final say here, not meddlesome politicians.
I'll be leaving now.
I trust you can show yourself out. I am in the middle of 9 things, all of them annoying. What do you want now?
Do you do business with Saren?
Agent Saren? One of your Spectre compatriots? He is a major investor in Binary Helix Corporation, which is one of Novaria's backers.
Is Binary Helix developing weapons for him?
It's possible, given his interests. What our clients do in their labs is their business.
I've heard an Asari matriarch is here. Venezia?
She arrived a few days ago, accompanied by a personal escort and some cargo. She's up at Peak 15.
What can you tell me about her cargo?
Large, heavy, and sealed. It passed weapons screening. Beyond that, it is not our concern.
What do you mean, personal escort?
The phrase is self-explanatory. Bodyguards attending to the safety of her person, mainly Asari commandos.
Commandos? Odd that you shouldn't mind their presence.
They followed all our regulations. I had no reason to forbid Lady Benezia from taking them.
I'd like to see her, immediately.
I'm afraid that you cannot. Peak 15 is a private facility in the Skadi Mountains. Regardless, there is a blizzard in the area. Shuttles are grounded and surface access has been cut off.
What brought her out here?
If I knew, I wouldn't be at liberty to say. She came here as Agent Saren's executor. She is here on business for Binary Helix. There were issues at Peak 15 that required Saren's attention.
Back to my other questions.
Every minute of my time you waste costs the company 12 credits.
I have no more questions at this time.
Good. I received a dozen urgent messages while you dithered about.
Guess you can't open that locker yet. So let's equip Liara here and also level her, because I haven't actually taken her out yet up until this point. I guess that's all I can put on her.
Mr. Ananias isn't the only one with a past to leave Hanshan. You've never worked in the corporate world, have you, Commander? You can't bludgeon through bureaucracy.
So it would seem. I need an alternative.
Talk to Lorik Keen. You should be able to find him at the hotel bar. Can't say more. Not within earshot of Mr. Ananias.
Talk to you later.
Very well.
I guess this is where I decided to ignore some of the side quests because I'm not going to bother with the Hanar stuff at all. As much as I would like to do everything in this game, I just don't really feel like it's worth it. So some of the side quest stuff I'm just going to skip over entirely. Although this one's pretty easy.
The male human at the hotel bar?
He's a sales rep for Binary Helix. His name is Rafael Vargas. I need you to speak with him.
Do you know who I am?
Everyone here knows who you are, Dullstone. That makes you ideal for my job. You are a known quantity, or so Vargas will think. He will assume you are here to investigate his company's dirty laundry. That will distract him from my real intentions.
I don't know anything about Binary Helix. What would I talk to Vargas about?
I represent the Aramali City Council on Thessia. Our town is known for its biotic amp crafters.
What is your city's interest in Binary Helix? They do not manufacture amps.
Much of BH's work relates to biotics. There are rumors that the Novaria branch has flown in Asari biotics. Powerful ones. Commandos, to be specific. We want to assess any potential risk to Asari copyrights. You will present yourself as a buyer, on behalf of the Spectres or the Alliance, discuss their military enhancement programs. Your real objective will be to distract him. I will give you a device that will crack into his personal wireless network. It will upload a variety of monitoring viruses. They will infiltrate Binary Helix when he logs onto their intranet.
You think this uniform's just for show? My job is to enforce the law, not break it.
Do you think that Binary Helix obeys all the laws? That they do not spy on other companies?
What they might be doing somewhere else doesn't justify my acting against them here.
Very well, Spectre. I will be on my way.
That was an easy one to do, too.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
Are you Lorik Keen? I've heard you might be able to help me.
You are the Spectre that just arrived, are you not? What can an old Turian like me possibly help you with?
I'm trying to find a way into the garage. I have places to go.
You need a pass. How fortuitous. I'm the manager of the local Synthetic Insights office. For the moment, at least. Mr. Analaeus closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption. The administrator is an interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
I sense a connection there.
Indeed. I acquired evidence of Analaeus' actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it. I suspect your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Analaeus would be disinclined to let you wander. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
You have a plan?
I do. However, there is one other... what is that charming human expression? Fly in the lotion? Violence against Mr. Analaeus' thugs may be necessary. He has members of Han Shan's security team searching my offices. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
If I have to kill the guards, I'm afraid I can't help you. There's still the law around here.
True enough, though I hasten to point out that Ms. Matsuo disapproves of outside contracting. If you change your mind, I will remain here. I see no other options at present.
I've been thinking over...
Indeed. He's paying them Oh, and do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, would you?
Okay, so that part's over. Some loot that I can gather over here, I think.
What sort of offer did they make you? Full benefits, of course.
Oh, sure. The company takes care of its own.
I guess not, never mind.
Insurance, pay vacations, subsidized housing. After a year, I'd start getting stock options.
You hear about the resort? At the equator. Bounce back, deep dive in.
It was over here, I think. Yep.
Freeze! Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
Lorik Keene gave me a pass in.
Keene? Are you working for him? He's under investigation.
Ananias is paying you to shake this place down. Does Captain Matsuo know you're here?
Hey, I'm not the one who wants Keene. Ananias has a Varen up his ass about this guy. How about this? You pretend you didn't see us, we'll pretend we didn't see you.
Time to kill a bunch of guards. It's too bad you can't shoot them from here.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
No, I'm not. Are you?
I'm Sergeant Kyra Sterling, Ilanis Risk Control Services. Ananias would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
You are here off-duty breaking the law for bribe money. You expect us to feel bad for stopping you?
I didn't want to fight them. They fired first.
Well, I don't need a gun to rip you to pieces.
That was easy enough.
Commander, there have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about it?
It's probably Ananias's thugs ripping the place apart.
Smartass, huh? That's fine. I can work with that. Meet me at the hotel for a drink before you talk to Keen. I'll be waiting.
So off to her. Just tell me to meet her again. Can't remember where she said. Hotel bar, okay. There she is.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Parasini, Novaria Internal Affairs.
Why is an internal affairs agent here?
The executive board knows about Ananias's corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Keen to testify before the board. With his evidence, this planet can run profitably again.
I need Keen's garage pass to complete my mission.
You help my investigation, I'll provide whatever you need. Favor for a favor.
In the long run, it is better to remove the source of the problem.
Look, Shepard, I don't like this either. You Spectres play fast and loose with the law. That's bad for business.
All right, I'll talk to Keen and see if I can convince him.
Thank you. You know where I work. Come talk to me once you know if he'll play ball.
Now time to convince this guy.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Ananias.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it? I have no interest in a public spectacle.
Everyone on this station is chafing under Ananias's extortion. You might end up a hero.
My employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here.
The board was already investigating Ananias. They're concerned about the worm in their own fruit.
All right. It is obvious that I cannot dissuade you. Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
Now off to her. If only these places were closer together and didn't involve going up and down and loading elevator. mid-walk load. I hate those. Come up randomly, they don't seem to be consistent where they happen.
Spectre, have you given any more consideration to my offer?
It took some persuasion, but Keen has agreed to testify.
That's a world of stress off my back. I'll take the evidence for safe transport. I didn't think you'd help me, being a Spectre and all. I guess some of you can be alright.
Doesn't this help you? You don't seem particularly happy.
I'm ecstatic, but right now, I just feel like a long day of work is ending. While you were working on Keen, I got you a garage pass. Be careful up there. I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
You, Shepard! I demand you place this bitch under arrest!
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
Now to go rob him. The safe is open. Yep, there we go. There we go. I got his stuff. I'll take him down to get him arrested, and then I rob him. It's always great. Okay, so off to the snow area in my vehicle. Another Mako segment. This is Mass Effect 1, so yeah, this is negative hours into Mass Effect 3, roughly. Yeah, no, it's cool.
I heard the administrator's been arrested. Any chance you... So what can I do?
That guy's just a side quest guy.
You need anything? I'll be here.
Access to the garage is restricted.
Yeah, we're playing Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 all the way through.
Yes,
starting
that's
with Mass Effect 1.
Drive
So
safely. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad out in the Alutsk Valley.
starting this one all together. I think it's like 4 hours in or 3 hours. No, probably about 6 or so hours in. Well, even though people have problems with Mass Effect 1, I still think it's worth playing. So if you have a chance, you should check it out. It's fun.
What are these things?
It's not as mass market as like ME2 or 3, but it's definitely good.
What did you do here, Commander?
Me? I'm the victim here. The Geth attacked us.
Geth, you expect me to... Where did they come from?
If I were to guess, the matriarch packed them in the shipping container she arrived with.
I don't believe that. We did thorough scans of those. There were no power sources, no element zero masses. If Benezia Sama's containers were packed with these things, there are many more out there.
We've fought Geth before. We'll take care of them for you.
I appreciate that. My people are good, but few of them have combat experience. I must report to the executive board. If word gets out about loose Geth, there may be an investor panic.
Alright, on to my Mako. Yeah, the Mako segments are what quote-unquote make this game, depending on for people. People either hate the Mako segments or they like them. Either one. They're pretty, you know, opposed or for it. So, but yeah, Mass Effect 1 is a much different game in terms of style and feel. But all in all, it's still the same sort of story and structure. I think Mass Effect 1 was probably the first game for the Xbox that I really felt like it was really next gen. It was like 2005 or 2006, I think. I think 2006, but until then it wasn't really. I mean, you had like the Perfect Dark Zeros and that stuff on the Xbox, and it really didn't really feel all that different from the prior generations. Frame rate's also really bad in it on the Xbox. That's something I can't control, unfortunately. Because it is a console. You just get what you get. Gotta repair the Mako. It's also the one that feels the most like an RPG out of the bunch. Mass Effect 2 and 3 kind of got away from a lot of the RPG aspects of the series. But this one specifically feels the most like, you know, standard RPG. forgot how long this section is. Should probably save before I get too far and then die. If only they were equipped with like homing rockets or something. The Mass Effect universe, nobody's figured out how to do heat-seeking rockets apparently. Not until 2 or 3 at least. Because they are in 2 and 3. Foiled by the Mako jump jets. Alright, this is where I get off. Gotta get out of the vehicle now. Vehicle section over, thank God. I can finally save. Frame rate can get pretty bad on the 360. The Xbox certainly can't handle a Mass Effect 1 too well. I also actually think that this game might have been a PC exclusive at some point, because it just seems so horribly optimized for the Xbox. Oh, screw you! They got into one of their charge modes. God. I hate the Krogans for this reason. Oh, yeah, they were torturous on Insanity. I'm playing on Insanity, so these things are like extra hard, and then you add in like how fast they are and get up in your face like that. It's just awful. Yeah, they were incredibly fast back in Mass Effect 1. They lost that speed, apparently. Mass Effect 2, they weren't nearly as fast. It happens sometimes where they just decide that they're going to charge constantly. The AI is kind of goofy in this game.
I've lost shields.
So then you find yourself doing things like this. And just waiting back until they're dead. Oh. Die, Krogan! Jeez. The infinite clips of ammo I love about ME1. Oh, come on. Of course I can't open that door anymore. That door got closed on, apparently. Ah! God. Screw you. Man. Forgot how brutal these guys were. Krogans. Yeah, Insanity's pretty hard. Although it is called Insanity, so I would hope so, right? Although when the AI gets stuck like this, I don't mind it.
User alert. All Peak 15 facilities have suffered a great deal of damage. Biohazard material.
They want to keep their people in as much as they want to keep others out.
Want to keep people in as much as they wanted people out. They'd face another side of turrets on the outside. But they appear to not care about people coming in. It's weird. Yeah. It does serve me for picking Insanity. I mean, I did pick Insanity, so I guess I shouldn't complain at all about it, but you know, I needed some challenge to make this thing interesting at all. It can get pretty easy on some of the normal settings for Mass Effect, especially like later in the game. doesn't really scale well. The difficulty doesn't scale well if you're actually picking up stuff. In fact, the hardest fight in the game comes in the first, like, 10 minutes of the game. There we go.
Animals? Wind? This place is in bad shape.
I remember those things, Arachni. They were annoying. These little jihadist babies that they have. Ah. These things suck. Oh yeah, I remember their spits. It's terrible. It's like a rocket launcher to the face. Yeah, there's a morality system for it. It just doesn't point it out as much as it does in 2 or 3. It kind of disguises them a bit.
Xenobiology is not my field. Maybe someone in the lab.
So you want to see a trick? So I'm going to save here. I'm going to save this over my game save. There's a bug here that I discovered ages ago, where if you come inside here... Hold on. Kill this guy first. I don't think they ever fixed it, but... Could be wrong. We'll see. So you come inside here, it unlocks properly. You can go in and out. It's perfectly fine. Everything's cool, right? And so then you go to save the game. Let's say you're in this. Let's say you're in this room and you save by accident. And for some reason you go and load your game save inside this room. Show you what happens. It's a pretty weird bug. Now you're trapped and you can't get out ever. So if you happen to have a game save that it was your only game save, you'd be totally screwed. In fact, that happened to me once during one of my playthroughs. I just decided that I was going to save in here and I had to like backtrack a good like 3 hours to the last autosave. You literally can't get out of this room. So yeah, I'm sure there are a couple people out there that absolutely hate that part, and that's why I saved twice, for that reason. They've never been able to fix it, or never decided they were going to fix it at all, so... There's that and a few other bugs that are kind of weird in this game that just, you know, kind of show the rough edges that Mass Effect 3 didn't have, or 2 didn't have either. So... But anyways... Moving on. Oh, he finally triggered. And that's the kind of thing that, like, you wouldn't find in QA, probably ever. Like, you'd have to have community sort of telling you that that bug exists. Because what QA person is going to go in each and every single room and then save constantly? Like, that bug is never going to get found. Except I found it.
Send me back in.
Yeah, exactly. It's totally like winning the lottery. It's about just as fun, too. Oh, the models stay there.
Think we're good,
These things look weird. Okay, so I need, in order to not go through this Rubik's Cube of a puzzle that I don't care to have to go through, I have to actually get rid of some stuff here and Omnigel it up until I get 100 Omnigel. Alright, so I have an 100 Omnigel. We'll see why here in a second. This thing. Oh, I need to power it first. Forgot about that. It's a problem when you don't play this game in ages. It's been a while.
Critical startup error.
Entering the core. And we'll repair it for 100 because I don't care to have to repair it. I love the James Bond music that came out of nowhere. Like, that's the weirdest thing. It like doesn't fit anything in this game.
It looks like you're trying to restore this facility. Would you like help?
You're the virtual intelligence that runs this place?
So weird.
This system is monitored to respond to the name Mira. May I ask your name?
Commander Shepard. I work for the Citadel Special Tactics and Reconnaissance.
One moment, please. Council authority confirmed. You are entitled to secure access of all systems. Please note that queries relating to corporate secrets require privileged access. Privileged access is only available to Binary Helix executives. This system is ready to process queries. You may access me at any holographic interface within Peak 15.
I need to find Matriarch Benezia.
Lady Benezia departed on the passenger tramway to the Rift Station subsidiary labs. User alert. The tramway system is currently inoperable.
I need a status report. What systems are down?
One moment, please. Diagnostics in progress. Critical failure. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Critical failure. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger tram systems are offline. Report complete. Do you have an additional system status query?
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander.
Level up again, yay! So assault train. Some more points into that. Okay.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart.
Ride another elevator. The amount of elevators that you ride in this section of the game is just really bad.
Passenger trams are offline.
Just keep spinning. Spin, 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 spin. Ooh, that's a lot of them.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Only way to win this on Insanity is like to glitch out the game. Standing out in the open, you're totally screwed.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert.
Like I could choose to kite them, or I could just, you know, glitch them into a wall, and then just sit there and shoot them all day. Either one of those. How's it going, Tom? How you doing? Sorry for shortening your name, but that's what I typically do, because I can't say the rest of your name. I'm terrible at names. Sorry. Yeah, it was always a choice of, well, do I kite them or do I figure out a way to glitch them? And then that basically, that's what I did the first couple times that I played through Insanity on Mass Effect 1. And so I chose, you know, hey, just, it's a viable tactic. The AI can't figure it out. These animals are too dumb to figure it out, so that's cool.
In accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Although some have a problem with watching people do that, so and I understand that. Play this game so many times that I know exactly when these enemies are gonna pop out like that. It's so bad. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm in peak 15 right now. I'm glad to see people who actually are starting to replay Mass Effect 1. It's my favorite of the series, I think. Only one that I think... Okay, so the mood and the story and the music, by far my favorite game. But maybe 2 for the gameplay. Like, the entire package seems like, you know, 2 is probably the best game as far as, like, polish and everything goes. But... yeah, still like the story, the score of Mass Effect 1 better. So much more like Blade Runner. Real synthy heavy versus the orchestral stuff that's in Mass Effect 2 and 3. Man, it can be really framey on the Xbox.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
These guys usually don't follow you past that door. So much for that. It's a weird way to die. Tally's like not even on the floor. She's just kind of, hey, what's up? Oh, I should probably pay attention to the guys.
I've lost shields. I've lost shields.
Yeah, normally I wouldn't have played it on the console, but to be honest, this is where I played all the games, so might as well play it here. Oh my god, what is going on? Speaking of frame rate. Oh my god. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, I ended up playing all the games on here and I just kind of stuck with it on the consoles. 2 and 3 are perfectly fine on the on Xbox, so It's just one that's a buggy mess. I wonder if he's... Where'd he go? Oh! Oh my god! I found him.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
My dad used to watch me play this when I was back at my old house, and he used to laugh at how many times I would have to shoot them. It's like, this is so monotonous. Like, why don't you just shoot them in like with 2 bullets? Like that should be it. I don't understand what's going on. And then I tried to explain difficulty levels. That's also great death animation. Ah! Not even gonna say anything. Anyways.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures.
Yep.
Manual restart required.
Yeah, it's a lot more buggy for sure. But yeah, sure, it's gotten better over this series, though. That doesn't really bother me too much. I mean, yes, the frame rate's kind of bad, but at the time, this game like came out in 2006, so there wasn't really much in terms of PC games out at the time that really were nearly as good in terms of graphics and the whole package. So you kind of have to put in the time that it was actually made. This guy. Oh my god.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart
I hate
required.
those juggernauts. 2 rocket guys. Pretty tough. Especially when they're in close quarters like that. Oh, starting to reach the item limit. Should probably take care of that. Let's do some more adrenaline, salt, and then put some stuff into her. Really? She looks exactly the same. It's great. Let's see if there are any better. Yeah, katana. That's worth it. And stiletto. It's another stiletto. Equalizer. And put that on her. As much as I really like the equipment stuff in the game, I don't miss the inventory management of it, especially on the PC. Or the Xbox, I should say. Yeah, I mean, I'm only on Novaria too. I kind of... Well, I didn't exploit, but I used to my advantage very early on. If you use the Mako, and you make sure to get out of the Mako sections and kill the stuff that, you know, just a little bit down. So like you hurt them, you get them down to low life, and then you exit the vehicle and kill them. You'll get more XP for it. You also get more XP for playing Insanity. Like the highest difficulty levels give you more XP, so it's the one advantage of playing those. Then there are 1,000 other disadvantages along with it. So.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency.
Hey, let's fix these fuel lines and go into the frame rate hell. That is the fuel lines. Okay. I completed it. Yep. Totally. Oh, man, you scared the crap out of me, Tal. I saw like a gun peeking through the doorway. I was like, what is that? Time to ride another elevator. Because we haven't ridden enough of those. Yeah, Novaria is all about the elevators. You get to Novaria and you get to ride a bunch of elevators, so... Once you get to Novaria, I hope you guys like elevators. If you've never played Mass Effect 1 before. It's still pretty cool. The corporate politics stuff is kind of neat, but... Need to find a cellar.
Now entering decontamination and transit hub. User alert. Loose contaminants in the decontamination chamber. Access to passenger tramways inadvisable.
Ooh. That's some good stuff. Ah, crap. Can only reduce on the Omnigel? Ah, crap. Man. Yeah, I should probably fix that before I add it. Get some more boxes opened. Great. Let's reduce more. Time to Omnigel it. This is the funness of the inventory system on the consoles that you don't get to experience if you play it on the PC. Well, I mean, the PC version's better, for sure. Yeah, if you're gonna play this game now, for sure, play it on the PC, not the Xbox. Not that the Xbox version is super terrible, but it definitely isn't the best. Okay. I burned him. Oh my god. I think it just bugs out in there.
Control group, loosen them.
I don't know what's up with these death animations, but it's like the taking the dump mode. She had to take the dump. That's basically what happened. She had to do a squat. Alright. Boomers. So where are you in the game, TomTom? If you don't mind me asking. And are you enjoying it? Is this your first time? You know, playing the game, or...
Departing Central Station.
Look at that frame rate.
Rift Station. Now arriving at Rift Station, Binary Helix Research Facility.
Oh, cool. It's worth playing. This kind of looks weird because it's Insanity, but play it on the normal difficulty levels, it's perfectly fine. I forget where I have to go. Be over here, right? Yeah.
Stand down. Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
I'd only be upset if they'd fired.
Even hopped up on stems, my people know the rule. 2 legs good, 4 legs bad. Look, you're human and that's enough that I won't shoot, but I'd like to know who you are.
Commander Shepard, Systems Alliance Navy. My crew came up from Hanshat.
Didn't figure you space jockeys liked getting mud on your boots. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out and he ain't all there anymore. The first we knew, the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
You were taken by surprise and had civilians to protect. You did a good job, Captain.
Yeah? Sure as hell doesn't feel like it. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
I'm not gonna let any of your people die.
All I can do is hold out here and protect the civilians. There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. Can take you down to the hot labs. Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that. Hell! Man the perimeter!
You hear that go 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 about 1,000 times while playing Mass Effect 1.
Thanks for the help. Every few hours, a group comes up the tram tunnel. It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
I'll do whatever I can.
I don't know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick their noses where it hurts.
I don't care to talk to her because she's gonna die soon anyways. Sorry, spoiler. Sorry. Well, any of this is spoiler if you're watching it, so...
Hang on. What do you want?
I didn't mean to bother you.
No, you did nothing wrong. I'm just distracted.
What happened to these people?
They're suffering from a toxin. There was an accident. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
But you're going to, because I might be able to help.
And I'd like to think that the company finds our lives more valuable than their secrets. You know Mira, the VI for Peak 15? She handles the safety protocols for our experiments here.
We reactivated her on our way through Central Station.
That was you? I'm grateful. Until she came online, the automatic equipment wouldn't work. We lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an experiment and the quarantine failed. These 3 were exposed to a toxin, something we were working on.
I understand your caution, but I need details. But you say it won't go beyond these walls.
It's a bioweapon, based on an exotic life form discovered on the frontier. They wanted something that could kill the creature, but there was no profit in something that kills one species on the frontier. We kept working on it and adapted it to affect more species. Thoros B is highly infectious, but can't pass from one person to another, like a biowar attack without a pandemic spread.
Do you imagine that distinction makes this ethical?
Militaries, governments, they'll get this kind of weapon one way or another, and we're trying to limit the damage. I know you can't see that.
There's a reason the Citadel conventions forbid bioweapons, Doctor.
I didn't expect you'd understand. Our notes and equipment are locked in the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to risk more contamination.
I'll talk to him. Maybe I can convince him to let me try.
I can't ask you to do this officially, but if you can do anything, I'd appreciate it.
What will it take to get the cure for these people?
The quarantine labs are near the science team. Once you're in there, look for our notes.
Talk to you later.
I hope you can do something.
Okay, let's go help these people. Cause I'm Paragon Shepard, and I'm good. I'm here to set the galaxy's problems right. All right, I can sell to this guy, I think, right?
Uncertain. I welcome you.
Yeah,
I heard there was.
All right. Good.
For now, with regretfully.
Okay, there we go. Got rid of some stuff. There's some more space in my inventory now. Oh wait, I think I'm supposed to talk to this doctor up here before I go down there.
What? No! Sorry, I haven't had much sleep since the attack. Is there something you need?
No, I guess not. Alright.
I'll talk to you later.
Remember to report any suspicious
Check my journal
noises.
before I go down there. Talk to Ventralis. Okay, so he was the guy outside.
Relieved.
So I gotta go to him.
Grimly.
No, I think I sold quite a bit there. Probably about a couple 50 or so items.
Something you need?
I've heard about the problems in the quarantine lab. I'd like to recover the toxin cure.
God, I wish we could help those guys. I really do, but we can't risk contamination now.
We're not part of your defense plans. We're consuming extra rations, extra metagel.
Yeah, but you also have extra guns. All right, you want to gamble with your life, you're not under my command. I'll have the guard let you in, but he'll lock the door behind you. He'll run a full scan before I'll let you out. If there are any anomalies, you stay in there.
Those are reasonable precautions.
I'll radio ahead to let the guard know. Good luck.
I've got work to do.
Yep.
You and me
both got work to do. Off to the biolabs, or whatever those labs are. Quarantine, barracks, that's what it is. Hey, another elevator. I missed those.
You came to find out about them, didn't you?
You mean those things out there?
Yes. I'm the only survivor from the hot lab, you know.
No, we
I'll
talk
be
to
leaving
him.
now.
Sorry. He's the wrong guy. I think that's a better gun, if I remember correctly, the Tsunami. It's less damage, but better accuracy, but... Keep this one.
You're not part of the crew.
I have Ventralis's permission to go in there.
Yeah, he radioed. He also said you have to prove you're not contaminated to get out. You got a death wish? You should stand watches on the barricade.
Alright, time to do thing. Let's get whatever loot I can get out of these containers first. Looks like that's all the loot. Except for that one thing. Start mixing. Play a QuickTime event. Yay! I won! That's how easy it is to make cures. If only AIDS was that easy.
Your mission ends here, Shepard.
I thought she seemed odd.
You're a sleeper agent for Venezia.
I was ordered to eliminate you should the opportunity arise. And here you are, trapped in this lab. Weapons free!
I remember how much I used to like the lens flares on those guns. I thought they looked amazing back in the day. Still do.
They came out of there.
You mean the inorganics the Asari had with her?
Venezia brought them with her.
How can I get into the maintenance area?
A team lead would have access. Like
Time to go speak to Dr. Cohen.
I'll be leaving now.
Give him his cure. In exchange for access. Ride another elevator, of course, before that happens. Okay. If only you could sprint, you know, out of combat in this game. It's the one change from Mass Effect 2 that I really enjoyed. Like right off the bat was the fact that you could just sprint all the time. All it does is give you a different camera angle in this one. Makes you think that he's sprinting, but he's not. It's not going any faster.
Is that the cure? You did it?
That Asari scientist, the one in the mess hall, she just tried to kill us.
Alestia? That's unbelievable. I don't know much about her. She arrived a month ago. One of the shareholders pulled strings to get her here.
Let me guess. Saren, the Spectre?
Yes. I think that was the name. I don't pay attention to the other research teams. Look, the guards, they've been more on edge since you got here. I think they were expecting you. And there are more labs in the back. The guards won't even let me back there. Just people with clearance.
Thanks for the warning. Here's the cure.
Let me see that file. An extension on Phelps' work? I thought he was on the right track. I can't thank you enough that... Oh, God, what a cliché. You saved their lives, do you know that?
Could you spare a few medical packs? They're worth their weight in gold up here.
You didn't get these from me. Ventralis wanted them saved for his people. I need to administer this. Thanks again. They seem to be coming along well.
I need to get into the maintenance areas.
You're not supposed to go back there, but I guess there's nothing to hurt. Here's my pass. Just don't tell the guards.
Talk to you later.
Huzzah!
Of course.
And I also leveled along with it, so let's pump some points into stuff. Let's put more into assault training, I guess. Soldier's pretty straightforward. Can't really screw it up. You know what time it is now? It's time to ride another elevator. Oh, thank God I have this place memorized in terms of where you need to go, but man, the elevator rides can get kind of monotonous. I can understand why people had issues with them in Mass Effect 1 for sure. Thank God that's the last of the elevators. At least for a while. At least until I need to go back up. Right now I'm playing Soldier just for the sake of getting through this game, because Engineer, pretty much everything in this game that is in Soldier as far as Mass Effect 1 is concerned is kind of hard to play, especially later in the game. Infiltrator was, I think, the worst class that I had ever played in Mass Effect 1. However, obviously in 2 it's great, but yeah, like most of the classes in Mass Effect 1 just plain suck. It's one of those unfortunate problems about Mass Effect 1.
Warning.
Oh yeah, that's not the right way.
Active.
It's this way. Let me save before we get into combat. This is always a fun fight.
You do not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair. Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies. I won't be moved by sympathy, no matter who you bring into this confrontation.
Liara's here because she wants to be, not because I asked her to.
Indeed. What have you told him about me, Liara?
What could I say, Mother? That you're insane? Evil? Should I explain how to kill you? What could I say?
Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
I can't believe you'd kill your own daughter.
I now realize I should have been stricter with her.
It's on. I hate these guys' throws. And how much time you spend on the ground. Time for the GIF. That was also something that was completely retconned from Mass Effect 1, was the fact that the Geth can use biotic powers for some reason in this game. Or at least a couple can. Maybe that was a sorry commando, actually. Never mind. Never mind. I'm wrong. Last wave. Oh, they're right there. Yay, beat it without dying. That fight's actually pretty hard.
This is not over. Saren is unstoppable. My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
The Rachni didn't cooperate with you. Why should I?
I will not betray him. You will... You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions, briefly, but the indoctrination is strong.
We met Shiala on Pharos. She told us about Sovereign's indoctrination.
It is a terror to be trapped in your mind, to beat upon the glass as your hands torture and murder. I was powerless, nothing but a tool for Saren. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
Someone on Noveria found it?
2,000 years ago, The Rachni inhabited that region of our galaxy. They discovered the relay. The Rachni can share memories across generations. Queens inherit the knowledge of their mothers. I took the location of the relay from the Queen's mind. I was not gentle.
You can still make it right. Give me the information.
I was not myself, but I should have been stronger. I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
Knowing the relay's coordinates is not enough. Do you know where he planned to go from there?
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination. But you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived. You have to stop me. I can't. His teeth are at my ear. Fingers on my spine. You should. Oh, you should.
Mother, don't leave. Fight him.
You've always made me proud, Liara. Die.
Got knocked down again. Knocked down again, yay! Oh, the knockdown stuff is pretty harsh in this game. Hey Sonata, how you doing? No! No, don't kill me! Ah! Ah! Oh man, the knockdown on Insanity is awful. Yeah, no, I've been thinking about for a while to actually replay Mass Effect 1, and I just decided that I, might as well do it now, before that urge stops. Oh man, the biotic stuff, the knockdown stuff is pretty brutal.
This is not over. Saren is
The Rachni.
I'm gonna do an entirely new playthrough, so all the way through Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. That's actually what we're doing right now. Except this time I'm doing it on the Xbox, not the PC.
I've lost shields.
Okay, you can get up anytime now. Yep, now that they're all dead. Oh my god. Alright. Yes, soldier. I'm playing Insanity though, so. Which is why, dying like this. The biotic stuff is pretty ridiculous on Insanity. I love being like down on the ground for like 6 to 10 seconds. It's pretty awesome. I get to repeat this conversation every time too. It's pretty awesome. I should just try to kill her here instead of killing her friends. Oh, come on. Yeah, drilling people in their face usually works in this game. Although now I have to deal with these people. Yeah, playing anything but Soldier on Mass Effect 1 is annoying as all hell. It is not easy to do it with Soldier, let alone anything else. If you play it on Insanity, that is. Ah! Get up, Shepard! Of course, it can't be knocked down either. Yeah, I feel like infiltrators are the worst too, in any one.
I cannot go on. You will have to stop him, Shepard.
Hold on. We've got Netagel. Maybe we can...
Infiltrator can be okay,
He is
but
still
it's
in my mind.
the worst
I'm
class to
not
play in Mass Effect 1.
myself. I never will be again. Mother. Good night, little wing. I will see
Like,
you
at least
again with the dawn.
Mass Effect 1's engineer still has their pistol,
They always said there would
which
be
means that they have a good sidearm or a good main weapon, but it's a sniper, you have to deal with a really crummy first weapon. New weapon. And a new suit of armor. Aha! And it looks cool. Awesome. Been wondering when I would get a cool looking piece of armor. Yeah, no more Stormtrooper. Yeah, Predator is one of my favorite looking armors in this game. Not because of the name, but just because of the look. It's really neat. I thought that door was supposed to be open by itself, but... Oh yeah, I gotta do this part. I forgot about that. See, look how cool that armor looks. Looks great.
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are...
Rachni Speaks always reminds me of the Oars from Star Control 2.
What?
Similar to
Your
that.
way of communicating is strange. Flat. It does not color the air. When we speak, one moves all. We are the Mother, we sing for those left behind, the children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
The Krogan wiped the Rachni out 1,000 years ago.
The sky is quiet now. Our mother's songs are lost. And those who slew us now walk to meet the same fate. The children we birthed were stolen from us before they could learn to sing. They are lost to silence. And their suffering, they cannot be saved. They will only cause harm as they are.
If you're sure they can't be saved.
It is lamentable, but necessary. Do what you must. Before you deal with our children, we stand before you. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
Look, those tanks? Acid. Strong enough to kill anything, no matter its biology. They wouldn't have installed that if they weren't afraid of the consequences of her getting loose.
They made a mistake. They let the Krogan go too far. This is a chance for us to atone. She has done nothing to us.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
I won't destroy your entire race. You'll go free.
You will give us the chance to compose anew? We will remember. We will sing of your forgiveness to our children.
Well, I let it out. Now to decrypt these boxes and get some loot. Yeah, Colossus looks pretty good too. It's not that bad. Yeah, ME3 war assets, exactly. Okay, on to the exit. And then I'll kill off their children. And that will be it for Noveria at that point. Hot Labs. That's where we're going. Time for an elevator ride. Time to talk to this guy, and he'll get killed out of sync. Yay!
Are you here to secure the situation?
That's right. I'm a Council Spectre. Who are you?
I am Yaroslav Tartakovsky, the Operations Director. I would stand and shake hand, but you must listen to me. If we do not contain our mistake, they will drop bombs from the battle stations. You understand?
You let these things out?
I am only following the orders. Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
1,000-year-old egg hatched?
Yes. Very tough to be so long frozen. That it survived the centuries, this is miraculous. Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni, mass-produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
Obviously, they were wrong.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do. I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These Rachni are uncontrollable.
Then all we need to do is bring her here.
No, I am sorry, but this will not work. These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira destruct.
Well, the double. Ugh! The double of it. Yeah, there we go.
I sense trouble.
VR is so weak. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know about the new Mass Effect game. I mean, I would just hope that it was on next-gen consoles. I would hope that they wouldn't try to put it out on on the current-gen consoles that they have.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that.
Since this is my favorite line in the game, I'm going to do this.
Sic semper
That is not the correct code. Please report to security for arrest and interrogation.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that.
Code input 875-020-079. Code Omega. Local execution.
Verified. Code Omega execution in 120 seconds.
Now it's time to just run through all these people. Put on your insanity or immunity and just run! Run! Ah! You just reach the Citadel, you go to the Citadel Tower, I think. Read your journal. It's not really all that apparent. Whenever you're lost, just read the journal. It'll tell you where to go, but there's no like big flashing, you know, yellow arrow or whatever to tell you where to go, like in Mass Effect 3 or 2. It's a little bit harder to tell exactly where you need to go. And we're off to the station! Yay!
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu Relay?
The Mu Relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The Commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the Commander resign when I wasn't looking?
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
This is a tough mission. We're all on edge. Everyone go get some rest. Crew, dismissed.
Novaria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Novaria?
And then released the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
This Queen is different. She understands why her kind had to be wiped out last time around.
I hope you're right, Shepard. Our children's children will pay the price if you're not.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
Yeah, the first time you get to the Citadel, there's a ton to do, so just kind of find stuff to do, and then, or just go on the main quest and, you know, get your ship and do the main stuff, and then just get out of there. Either one. A lot of people have problems with the initial Citadel run, so. Oops. Yep, there's a lot. Alright, so I've done Novaria, I've done Pharos. I could go back to the Citadel, wrap that stuff up before Vermeer, but I think this is where I'm going to call it for now. I'll be back later tonight, and we'll be streaming a bunch then. But I think for now I'm going to call this where it is currently. We'll be back later tonight. Thanks everybody for watching me stream. If you enjoyed our stream, feel free to follow us on Twitch. We do this every day. We stream constantly. So if you enjoyed what we do here, please you know, follow us on Twitch. But if you're looking for the recorded version of this, it'll be up on YouTube probably within the next day. There's some transition time associated with this. I'm trying to make sure that this quality of this stuff is good and of a standard that's higher than the Twitch copy. So if you see the YouTube copy, let me know how that actually looks. If you think it's better than past you know, episodes, then I'll go ahead and start doing that every single time. But with that, we'll be back tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but later tonight on Saturday. There's some transitionary time standpoint since I haven't slept. I keep having to remind myself that it's today, not tomorrow. But we'll be back later, and thanks everybody for watching me stream, and we'll be back later tonight. Bye-bye.